Hello, peasants, and welcome back to your favorite broadcast. This is Thou Greatest Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Nathaniel III, and I'm here joined by my superb co-host,
Christopher Columbus. No affiliation there with the famous explorer.
We are going to start this episode off hot with our thoughts on the matchup of the century. The British and their colonies versus the French and the Indians.
Yes, Nathaniel, this was an entertaining one, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But before we talk about this game, first a word from our sponsor, the East Indian Tea Company.
East Indian Tea will ship the highest quality crates of tea right to your cottage. They do bulk orders for large expeditions and even cater for all your crew.
Doesn't matter if you're a slave or a king listening to this podcast, you can get yourself some fresh Indian tea, no extra price whatsoever.
That's right. They deliver right across the ocean wherever you need them.
Just make sure you use our promo code THOUGREATEST9000 for free shipping worldwide.
Just make sure you don't live in Boston. Heard their parties are a bit brutal.
Huh?
Just foreshadowing.
Cool.
All right, now back to the game.
Now, the game has been anticipated for a while. I've been looking forward to this one. The French and the British, they've had some skirmishes here and there over some land, and longtime rivals, they finally clashed in 1754 with the ultimate reason being disputes over land in North America.
Things got off to a hot start with starting quarterback General Washington driving his men down the field and taking Fort Necessity deep into enemy territory.
However, things quickly went south when Washington's deep ball was intercepted at the goal line by cornerback Lewis Colton.
This sparked a downward spiral for the British, who struggled for the rest of the first half of the war. With losses at the Battle of Monongahela,
You're good, man.
and the loss of Fort William Henry, the British needed to make a comeback after halftime in order to keep hopes for pulling this one out alive intact.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I guess the halftime speech has been pretty good because they came out really hot in that second half. They had victories at Fort Niagara and the Battle of Quebec.
Yeah, I mean, General Wolfe and his men were unstoppable out there.
Yeah, it was awesome to watch.
I mean, this game was very back and forth, but I personally thought it was kind of boring.
Really?
Yeah, no, just not much action.
Not enough blood for you?
Yeah, I just didn't feel like the stakes were that high, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was more of a defensive ball game. I'll give you that.
Back to the topic, though. The game was ultimately won in overtime, with the British putting the nail in the coffin during the Battle of Quiberon Bay and the Porteric Rebellion.
Yeah. And yeah, that ultimately led to the Treaty of Paris that officially ended this absolute thriller of a game, unless you're like Christopher over here and thought this was kind of boring.
Yeah, I really didn't have a great time watching this one.
I mean, ultimately, this game led to the French with very little money. The British had very little money, which means they're going to have to tax the colonies a good bit because they fought so hard in order to, win this war. So they're going to have to pay that off somehow. So see how that goes. And
for the French, it meant that they lost most of their influence over North America.
Yeah, they're not going to be around North America much longer. But that's all about the game, right?
Yep, that should be about it.
All right, so it's time for the end of this episode, but not without the part of our show where we look at our previous predictions from last week. Now, the final score was 28-17 British. So let's look at our predictions.
Mine was 44-20 British.
Yeah, so way over on that one. But you got the victor right, so you get extra points on that.
I'm looking at yours, 20-22 French.
Yeah, I mean, I got pretty close with the score, but I mean, I really thought the French were going to pull this one out.
So there is speculation that our next matchup will be Revolution, the colonies versus the British.
Yeah, I can actually see that happening. Yeah, if the colonies get taxed enough, who knows?
Yeah, and if that does end up happening, what's your prediction?
Well, right now the British are unstoppable. They're number one team in the nation, absolutely, in a way that no other team is. So I can't see anything else but a blowout. I got the British going 44-13 here against the colonies. Although I love a good Cinderella story, so I'd love for the colonists to somehow manage to pull out a revolution under the Redcoats.
Yeah, same here. I'm thinking 63-3 British.
Wow, so a large blowout, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So that's all the time we have today, folks. Remember to use our promo code with East Indian Tea Company, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
All right.